Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dirty Pat Walsh channel on YouTube with me, your host, Dirty Pat Walsh. So, yeah, that checkerberry snuff was just amazing yesterday. I can't even tell you how amazing. It's one of the best tobacco products I think I've ever tried to suit my personal tastes. You know, everybody likes different things. You know. Some people like Purple Hawaiian Punch. Some people don't. It's all just one man's opinion. But so since we're doing group one of the Scotch snuffs that you sent me, he sent me a can of Railroad Mills sweet. What does it say? Sweet Scotch dry snuff, and yeah, that's a. Now I wanted to do a comparison, but I realized that this product is the sweetened product, and the other product they have is the plain product. But I have this can of Railroad Mills that Hillary sent me. This is like 100 years old or something, and it's been through a fire. But the snuff inside, it's got this screw top metal lid, and the snuff inside is fine. I've tried it before, but it's a different thing altogether. Maybe we'll do some anyway, but some certain some differences in the packaging. You know, the way this product used to come. It used to come in an all metal can. You know, obviously very durable because this thing has been through a fire, obviously. Yeah, but this is the new look of the product. It's a plastic can, as most of these products are sold in now. I think some, like when you buy the larger kind of cone shaped tubes of these, they're wooden. They're not wooden card. They're fiberboard and with a metal top. But I may be wrong on that. But anyhow, we're gonna give this a go. Yeah, you want some snuff, Shadow? Come here. Come here. Oh, okay. I really like the label on this. It hasn't really changed much from this old label. It's still in the same font, Railroad Mills. It was bigger on the older can. Everything was a little bigger, but they didn't have put a warning label on it. You know, there's a train chugging along. Now the train's going in the other direction. I guess they are going back to find the old recipe or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's a good looking little tube of snuff for sure, and that might cause gum disease and tooth loss. It very well might. You know, we'll find out today. It's 82% USA grown tobacco and 18% foreign grown tobacco. So that's a different ratio than on the checkerberry. Now, hold up. Yeah, they're both made by the same company. They're both made by Swisher International. The count on the checkerberry is 58% to 42%, and on this one it's what I just said, 82% to 18%. So for those of you who that matters to, there you go. It's not so bad. It's basically in the same can. Like the lid says quality Helm snuff. You can't really read it, but it's there imprinted on the plastic and on the metal too. Quality Helm snuff. Why wreck a good thing, you know? So it's essentially not much different than the old packaging, you know? Maybe the sweet product has the train going right and the plane has a train going left. Who knows? Red trains, blue trains. It's all about colors and directions. So I'm going to try this out. Now this is a fairly light colored snuff. As compared, I'll compare it to the Railroad Mills Plain. That's the Railroad Mills Plain, and that is the sweetened product. It's a little bit lighter, you know what I mean? Certainly not as dark as the Checkerberry was. Hey, I had to make a seating arrangement for my cat Shadow. You can maybe see her all here in all of her glory. She's an enormous black cat that has to either sit next to me or on me 24 hours a day. Except when I'm sleeping. I don't let them in my bedroom. Because I did once and they peed on my clothes. This was like ages ago. I had them before for a while. I digress. Railroad Mills, sweet, dry, American Scotch snuff. Let's give it a bang here. I gotta get a new snuff knife. Or a new snuff something. This isn't the best tool. Yeah, you can get a pretty good bump. Wow. There's a nicotine rush that hits you right away, which is common in any snuff, really. But I find that especially in these American Scotch snuffs. I think they're generally higher in nicotine than any European product. Oh, man. Okay, so what does it smell like? It's a lot sweeter than a lot of the sweet snuffs I've tried. And honestly, I haven't tried so many of American scotches. I've tried a few of them, but I do have this one that I'm particularly fond of. Sorry. Lined up. Okay. It's Tuberose. I like this snuff a lot, and it's just a Scotch snuff, but I think this is meant to be a sweetened product because if you listen to the old time jingles, it comes across like that. But anyhow, the Railroad Mills is much sweeter than that. There's definitely like the charcoaly barbecue. When I say barbecue, I don't mean like the smell of hot dogs and hamburgers. I mean the smell of like cinders of like the smell of a campfire or the smell of a hibachi before you got anything grilling on it, you know. But this is much sweeter, much milder. Like when you initially take it in your nose, it made it burn all the way up through here, you know. But it's really short-lived burn, and you know, it didn't make me sneeze or nothing. Yeah, it's nice. It's like, because usually American scotches to me are harsher and have have a more of that charcoaly barbecue feel to them. Whereas this is like, I want to compare it to something. The nicotine is really good in this. I don't know. Like all of these Scotch snuffs I could compare to a campfire, and with a little something added on to it. So like this one would be like more of the smell of like a town fair, like where they'd have lots of open fires and they'd be selling cotton candy and soda pop and stuff like that. And that smell of sugar, like from maybe people are making donuts or cinnamon twists or something like that. And there's a sweetness in the air, like there's a caramelization of the scents coming together in the air from all the people making junk food like caramel corn and cotton candy, jazz like that. With what it makes me think of is like I'm at the Lakefield exhibition that they have every year, and it's like a small town fair, and this kind of reminds me of walking down the food aisle, like where they have all the, one side would be all the people grilling and cooking, and the other side would be all like the junk food, and that's kind of what it reminds me of if I have to invoke a memory for that, which I feel like is appropriate for American Scotch snuff, because that's what really distinguishes them from European products, is they all have this like smell of like burnt coal, and it's once you acquire a taste for it, it's just amazing, and I just love it. I just love it because I always find, like I'll take a European snuff and it'll smell nice, or like I'll take a McChrystal's and it'll clear up my sinuses. McChrystal's, I love McChrystal's stuff. It's yeah, I don't know. I thought it would be my lifetime favorite, but I don't know. Checkerberry might be winning out now. But yeah, Railroad Mills, sweet dry Scotch snuff. I would give this out of a 10. I would give it, I don't know. I'd give it like a 7.5 out of 10. It's really good. If I was snuffing every day, I don't think I'd want to be snuffing this particular snuff all day, every day. It's just a little too sweet for that. When I take snuff on the regular, it's either got to be really heavily mentholated or something like this, And but this one's just a little too sweet for day-to-day use, I would find. So it's it would be nice to like have a sniff of this, to mix it up. But I'm sure I would go for the 100-year-old burnt Railroad Mills. In fact, since it's out, just for Angry Buddha, I will do a bump of it. Look at that. It's a fucking full can, man. these snuffs, most of these American Scotch snuffs are very dry and powdery. Not they don't, the checkerberry clump together really well. Um, Hold on, these railroad mills don't clump at all. So wow, yeah, that's what I would do every day. You know, oh, I'm gonna be so high on nicotine. The only drag about this tin is that it kind of has a metallic. It's been in the can so long and been through so much heat changes. It's got a kind of a metallic tinge to the snuff. But putting that aside, this is more what I would go for a day to day use. I don't think I'm going to be actually using a whole lot of this stuff because that metallic scent kind of scares me a bit. But this is what I would go for as an all day snuff rather than this. But I'd throw in a little bit of this every now and then. You know what I mean? So yeah, 7.5 out of 10 for sure. And once again, I got to thank the Suit and Tie Dip and Chew guy for sending me along this particular tube of Railroad Mill. It's hard to get these with the label not popping off, so I kind of taped the label together on this. Anyhow, there it is. 7.5 on the Dirty Pat Walsh Canadian Snuff Scaler. It's pretty good. It's definitely a good product. Yeah, and that's the last I can say on it. It's definitely a worthwhile product. All right, and I got to thank Hillary for this can of snuff. She found it in like a junk bin for $1 at the antique store. So thanks, people. I greatly appreciate your kind gestures towards the Dirty Pat Walsh channel. Mostly because I love doing tobacco reviews, and I don't often get to do them anymore. That's because of my situation, and I've tried a lot of stuff now since I've had Hillary sent me so many different kinds of dip. I and other than like the super crappy brands, every now and then she'll send me one just to see what I think about it, and that's awesome. like Decade or Derringer or Kayak, you know. Um, but yeah, I feel very blessed that as a Canadian I get to do reviews on all these wonderful American tobacco products. So thank y'all very much, very, very much from the bottom of my dirty Pat Walsh little heart. The new hashtag is I like snuff. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say. But yeah, anyhow, thanks for hanging out with me, people. Thanks for watching my video on Railroad Mills. And if you like it, hit the like button. If you care to subscribe to my channel, please do, because I'd love to have you hanging around. Right now, I'm in the midst of doing a bunch of tobacco reviews because I was blessed the other day. But blessed by the Suit and Tie Dip and Chew guy. But I do all kinds of stuff here. I play a lot of music. I play a lot of harmonica. I'm very harmonica centric, and I do a lot of random stuff too. Sometimes I just sit here and yak at you for half an hour about something in my life. But thank you for tuning in and being part of the whole experience for me. and leave a comment. I love getting comments. I try to respond to all of them. Sometimes I slip up and miss comments for a week, but I always try to at least acknowledge or reply to all my comments. And all the people who leave me comments are all amazing people. I'll get a shout out list together sometime again soon, and I'll separate the people who have their own YouTube channels, so you can check out what they're doing. So, but right now, I'm gonna, just off the top of my head, for the tobacco people, I'm gonna shout out Suit and Tie Dip and Shoe Guy, Berg's Dip Reviews, Wayside Lee 83, Snuff Strings, and I don't know where Two Wheels went, but two wheels if you're out there. I feel like I'm missing somebody. No Bluff Buff. I'll have to. And a lot of the people like Kurt Ulrich and Melvin Mandela and Angry Buddha, and all these great people. Kawashai leave comments, and I love reading them. So, anyhow, and always a big shout out to my wonderful, beautiful friend from the South, Ms. Hillary Thompson. Yeah. Anyhow, before I get all sentimental here, I'm gonna cut her off and say, be well and have a wonderful day, everybody.